holder with silver. Murphy, second. Armstrong with bronze. Ryan Murphy, world champion of the 200 back.
Give it 100%. We gonna take on the world.
To the wall they go, and Smith will get it done. Gold for Reagan Smith. Alex Walsh gonna rocket her way to gold here, and Leah Hayes with a world junior record in taking bronze. Bacon gets silver, Ryan White with bronze.
Give it 100%. We gonna take on the world.
Bronze for Team USA.
And they tied.
Tied for bronze.
Erica Brown gets a medal.
No one can stop us, we got it.
Flickener gets in there with silver. It's wide open towards the wall, and Burkhoff gets in for silver. The United States will win going away. Gold in the men's 4x100 free relay en route to a rousing rout here in the mixed medley relay. The United States with gold. O'Callahan coming strong, but Curzan with enough to get there for gold for the United States.
We're gonna take on the world.
Lily King to the wall, gets the 200 title.
What a great moment. And Kate Douglas gets in there for a medal. And here comes Grimes. She's closing a little bit.
Grimes in with silver, and Emma Wyant with bronze.
Goodbye. Katie Ledecky's going to win another gold. 16. And Smith gets bronze.
World Championship gold number 17. Golden together for Team USA in championship record time. The 5-peat complete for Katie Ledecky in the 800 free.
Here he comes.
Bobby Fink hitting the gas to another gold.
You've been finked.
Too close to call, and it will be Fink with gold. American record for him. Andrew in there for bronze.
Introducing your top seeded 800 freestylers in lane number 1, representing Great Britain, Leah Crisp. In lane 2, representing the Sarasota Sharks, Abby Dunford. In lane 3, from Portugal, Tamila Holub. Lane 4, your world record holder from the Gator Swim Club, Katie Ledecky. Lane 5, from the Sandpipers of Nevada, Claire Weinstein. Lane 6, from the Sarasota Sharks, Michaela Mattis. Lane 7, from Argentina, Agostina Payne. And in lane 8, from the University of Florida, Caroline Pennington. These are your top 8 seeds in the women's 800 freestyle. Women's 800 freestyle underway. We already started it earlier this afternoon rather. It's a time final, which means from anywhere you can place anywhere. All times are eligible to find their way onto that podium or into the top spot. But as so many of you have become aware, the top spot is nearly impossible to take away from the greatest distance freestyler of all time, Katie Ledecky, who right away is out to an early lead, 59-1 at the front 100. Claire Weinstein, yet another product of the Sandpipers of Nevada, right there, 1:00:40 for her on the front 100 meters. Weinstein seated with a personal best 8:29.34. We'll keep an eye on those splits as we go. You have to go way down the list of performances before you find another name beside Katie Ledecky. She owns the 27 fastest swims in history in this event. And the 28th fastest swim in history is still a whopping 9 seconds away from her personal best. Like I said, greatest of all time. Weinstein still in second, 2:04.21 for her. About a half second off of her personal best pace right now. Third place is lane number 8, Caroline Pennington of the University of Florida, the 19-year-old, seated with an 8:42.93. Pennington, a two-time finalist at the U.S. Open back in November. 4th place in the 1500 and 6th place in the 800. That's where she swam the 8:42.93 that she is seated with right now. 300 meters down, Ledecky continues to lead, settling in right at about a 31 low. She's 31.1, 0.3, 0.2, 0.0, a model of consistency, and that's how you have a decade of dominance like Ledecky has. Leah Crisp, the 21-year-old of Great Britain, up in lane number 1. She was in 4th at the 300 mark. She jumping into 3rd. Crisp, an open water swimmer as well. Part of the mixed team that took a bronze in the Netherlands back in the World Junior Open Water Championships in 2016. Her personal best in the 800 freestyle, an 8:40.09. She set that at the British National Championships in 2019, where she was the national champion. She's in 4th now, as Michaela Mattis, the Sarasota Shark, has moved up into 3rd place. Mattis, a University of Florida commit, staying in the state of Florida. Currently in 3rd. Weinstein still in 2nd. Coming up on the 500-meter mark. But it continues to be what we have seen year in and year out. Katie Ledecky, absolutely dominant. 5:08, still sitting right in those 31s across the board. It's easy to let this kind of dominance just wash over you. But this is what we've come to expect from Katie Ledecky, time in and time out. Weinstein now about 12 seconds behind, having a good swim in her own right. Michaela Madison third, about 5 seconds rather, behind Weinstein. And Mattis keeping an eye on Leah Crisp over in lane 1, the British national champion, within about a second and a half. Ledecky's at the final 200 meters of this 800 freestyle, well on her way to yet another first place finish in the 800 freestyle. Weinstein 6:24.24 at the 600 meter mark. Just under about 5 seconds off of her personal best pace. Mattis's personal best, 8:35.58. That's what she's seated with right now. And right now, she's just about 2 seconds off her personal best pace. Difficult to swim the 800 on the last day of competition. But these ladies are making it look easy. So here comes the best sound you can hear if you're a distance swimmer. It's time for the bell for Katie Ledecky, meaning 100 meters remaining. Ledecky right now looking right at about an 8:15, which will let that wash over as still a top 50 swim in history if that's where she ends up. Lots of bells means lots of final 100 meters. Weinstein well on her way to finishing in second. And Mattis has built a little bit of a buffer between her and Leah Crisp. Final 25 meters for the undisputed greatest distance swimmer of all time, Katie Ledecky. Going to win it, running away with an 8:14.70. And on a ho-hum Saturday afternoon, Katie Ledecky submits the 40th fastest time in world history as if it was nothing. Weinstein finishing in second at an 8:33.16. A good swim for Weinstein, and Madison third at an 8:39.61. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our 800 freestylers. That is just one of many great swims that we're going to get to witness as the night goes on. What do you say we keep things moving, ladies and gentlemen? Please welcome the top 8 seeds in the men's 800 freestyle. Here are your top 8 seeds, men's 800 freestyle. In lane number 1 from Great Britain, Luke Turley. Lane 2 from Egypt, Marwan El Kamash. Lane 3 from Wales, Daniel Jervis. Lane 4 from Brazil, Guilherme Costa. Lane 5 from the swim team and Ohio State University, Michael Brineker. Lane 5 also from the Ohio State University, Charlie Clark. Lane 7, your 400 and 1500 champ from Tunisia, Ahmed Hafnaoui. And in lane 8 from swim, Max 16-year-old Norvan Klotz. This is the top-seeded final of the men's 800 free. Be a little change of pace here on the men's side, where we've got 7 of these 8 gentlemen who've swum sub-8-minute 800 freestyles. Now, of course, the 400 freestyle Olympic gold medalist, Indiana Swim Club alum, in lane 7, Marwan El Kamash, Egypt representative, Egyptian national record holder, and Indiana Swim Club alum in lane 2. But it's Guilherme Costa of Brazil, the 24-year-old, in lane 4. Costa earned a bronze medal at the World Championships in the 400 freestyle a year ago. He's also got a gold medal from the Pan American Games in the 1500 back in Lima, Peru in 2019. Personal best for Costa in the 800 is 7:41.23 at the Jose Finkel Trophy swim meet in 2022 in Brazil. And he continues to lead. The lead is slight. El Kamash 800s behind. Daniel Jervis of Wales a quarter second behind. Hafnaoui, the fastest man in the world so far this year. He's in lane 7. He was a 7:53.1 when he won this in Knoxville a few weeks ago. El Kamash takes the lead. Hafnaoui moves into second. Costa now in third. We're 200 meters through already. Daniel Jervis right there in the mix as well. 0.3 of a second is all that separates our top 4, and we still have another 5.5, 6 minutes of swimming to go. Jervis moving up into third place. British national champion in the 400 and 1500 freestyle. His personal best is 7:49.05. So no one's really distanced themselves like we saw the dominant Ledecky do in the last 800. 300 meters in. El Kamash now in the lead. Hafnaoui in second, 0.07 of a second behind, and then a tie for third. Daniel Jervis and Guilherme Costa both at a 2:56.34 at the 300 meter mark. A whopping 0.17 of a second, the gap between Hafnaoui and El Kamash. But we saw Hafnaoui do this on Wednesday night. Have a nice, calm, cool, collected first half of this distance, and then all of a sudden turn on the afterburners. We'll see if that is the plan again. You got a duo of Buckeyes within striking distance in lanes 5 and 6. 3:54.95, a solid 400 freestyle in its own right. If we were to stop there, Marwan would actually be in the top 20 in performers in the world in the 400. And just keep in mind, he's got another 400 meters to go. Now it's actually down to 350 meters. El Kamash leads Hafnaoui 400ths of a second. Little game of chicken being played between the two. The Egyptian in 2. The Tunisian in lane 7. Jervis of Wales in lane 3, only about a second and a half behind, and the 800 being as long as it is gives a lot of opportunity to make up ground, but you don't want to wait too long. 400ths of a second still the gap. El Kamash in second, as if it matters at this point, because we've got 300 meters still to sort this out. Jervis now 2 seconds behind. Costa 3.5 seconds behind. So we're watching as the Hoosiers build into the final 250 meters here. Their strokes are almost in sync. El Kamash breathing to his right, keeping an eye on Hafnaoui, a 1/10 of a second, the gap. The split's nearly identical, 29 9s, 6s, 5s, but every time they each have about the same split on the 50 as the other. Once again for Lauderdale, here are the bells. Hafnaoui's built himself an absolutely massive, compared to what we've seen, lead of 0.8 of a second. Daniel Jervis trying to make up some ground in the final 100 meters. Hafnaoui split a 28.9 heading into this final 100 meters. Was that too soon? Can El Kamash track him down on the final stretch here? Final turn. Hafnaoui doing a little bit more damage. Now over a second ahead of El Kamash. Into the final length they go. Look at the kick. 7.5 minutes of swimming. And an absolute whitewash, propelling Hafnaoui to another first place finish. This time in the 800 freestyle, a 7:48.50, a 7:50.38 for Marwan El Kamash in lane number 2. Daniel Jervis, 7:51.93. Finishes in 3rd. And those top 3 times are the 3 fastest swims in the world in 2023. Led by Hafnaoui, 7:48.50. As we get our pool ready for some backstroke, we'll do a little prep work here. Junior world record of 57.57 owned by Reagan Smith. The pro swim record, a 58.18 owned by Reagan Smith. The U.S. Open record of 57.76 owned by Reagan Smith. And the American record of 57.57 owned by, you guessed it, Reagan Smith. The good news is we'll see Reagan Smith in 2 heats in the A final of this 100 backstroke. What do you say, Fort Lauderdale? Let's keep this party moving. Our next event is event number 25, the women's 100-meter backstroke. This is the B final.
Take your marks.
B final women's 100-meter backstroke. Rebecca Diakonescu, Team Rebel in 1. Athena Meneses Kovacs, Team Charlotte in 2. Julia Podkachelny, Pinecrest Swimming in 3. Kylie Wilhelm of Lifetime North Carolina in 4. Katie Grimes of the Sandpipers in lane 5. Leela Hugo, Bowles School Sharks in 6. McKenna DeBever of Aggie Swim Club in 7. And Cayman Neal of Swim Mac in lane 8. Got through the names just in time for the 50-meter splits. 30.0 for Kylie Wilhelm, the 18-year-old of Lifetime North Carolina in lane 4. Good race here, but it looks like Wilhelm may have a little bit of an edge on the rest of the field. Meneses Kovacs was in second. Here comes a charge from Grimes, the open water specialist. Will she get her there in time? No, it's a 101.39 tie. How many ties are we going to have in this Tier Pro Fort Lauderdale? 101.39 for Wilhelm, 101.39 for Grimes, and then a 102.72 for Meneses Kovacs, finishing in third. A pair of sub-102 performances to prime the pool. For what will be a fantastic showdown of some Olympic medalists and world champions. All right, Fort Lauderdale, put your hands together. Please welcome the A final of the women's 100 meters backstroke. Introducing your A finalists. In lane number 1 from Tennessee Aquatics and New York Athletic Club, Gabby DeLuve. Lane 2, a 16-year-old from Eagle Aquatics, Erica Peleas. Lane 3 from Sun Devil Swimming, Olivia Smolika. Lane 4, your top seed and American record holder from Sun Devil Swimming, Reagan Smith. Lane 5, representing Wales, Medley Harris. Lane 6 from Great Britain, Lauren Cox. In lane 7 from the Sandpipers of Nevada, Bella Sims. And in lane 8 from Argentina, Andrea Berrino. A final of the women's 100 meters backstroke.
your marks.
Reagan Smith, the second fastest woman in world history, fastest American in history in lane number 4. 1:00:02 looked really smooth this morning. She won the 50, she won the 200. Is she going to sweep the backstrokes this week? Early indications suggest that could be a possibility. Olivia Smaliga in lane 3, her teammate within shouting distance, but Smith out at a 27.82. A very fast first 50 from the world champion Reagan Smith. Down the backstretch she goes. She is the owner of the Pro Series record, 58.18. She is having all sorts of fun this week. Looking to make it 3 for 3 in the backstroke. Reagan Smith under the flags, into the wall, and she will touch at a 57.92. Reagan Smith breaks the Pro Series record. Second place, Olivia Smaliga at a 59.71. Medley Harris at 1:00:05, finishing in third. But with a 57.92, new Pro Series record and the fastest woman in the world this year, your winner, Reagan Smith. What a night we're having. Let's keep the fun going. Our next event is event number 26, the men's 100-meter backstroke. This is our B final.
Take your marks.
B final in the water, Xu Lao of Hong Kong in 1, Aidan Norman of Canada in 2, Caleb Maldari of Swim Mac in 3, Ulysses Sadavia of Argentina in 4, Ryan Patterson of George Washington Aquatics in 5, Brett Pinfold of Swim Houston in 6, Elliot Jones in 7, and Maximiliano Ahumada of Florida Atlantic Aquatics, that is, in lane 8. It's in lane 7, the lead, that is, Elliot Jones out at a 27.16. He's followed clear across the pool by Xu Lao of Hong Kong. And then Caleb Maldari in third. These gentlemen were only separated by a second in the prelims across the board, 9th to 16th. A pretty tight race, but it looks like it could be lane 3. How about that? Caleb Maldari's 55.86, improving on his morning swim by 0.7 of a second. The 17-year-old from Swim Mac winning the B final. Ryan Patterson, a 56.21 in second, and Aidan Norman, a 56.47, finishes in third. Lauderdale, join me in welcoming the A final of the men's 100 meters backstroke. Introducing your stacked A final in lane number 1 from California Aquatics, Hunter R. Armstrong. Lane 2 from Portugal, Ja Costa. Lane 3 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Johnny Marshall. Our top seeds in lane 4, that's Mission Viejo's Justin Ress. The American record holder in 5 from California Aquatics, Ryan Murphy. Lane 6 from Cardinal Aquatics, Nicholas Albiero. Lane 7 from Canada, Javier Acevedo. And in lane 8 from Metro Atlanta Aquatic Club, Chris Taves. This is the A final of the men's 100-meter backstroke.
Take your box.
Justin Ress won the 50 back. Ryan Murphy won the 200 back. Here they meet in the middle. Will it be one of them, or could Hunter Armstrong get his arm on the wall first in lane 1? What about Nicholas Albiero, the butterflyer? Swimming in the backstroke, having a great meet himself. All these questions will be answered in about 30 seconds. Justin Ress first to the 50 at a 25:40. Out quick. Armstrong in second. Armstrong, of course, the world record holder in the 50 backstroke. Ryan Murphy, the American record holder in the 100 backstroke. It's 3 men fighting toward the finish. What a race we've got here in the men's 100 backstroke. Is Murphy out of time? Can he catch Hunter Armstrong in lane number 1, or will it be outside smoke? It's Hunter Armstrong with a 52.95. Sliding into lane 1 from the prelims and sliding into first place from the first lane. Hunter Armstrong with a wicked fast 52.95, third fastest man, or third fastest performance rather, in the world. Armstrong already the fastest in the world this year, because he's now 2 for 2, winning this in Knoxville and now in Fort Lauderdale. Our next event of the evening, event number 27, women's 200-meter breaststroke. This is our B final.
Take your mark.
B final in the water. Ekaterina Malyasov of Wahoos of Wellington in 1. Abby King of Westchester Aquatic Club in 2. Avery Clamfith of Swim Mac in lane 3. Kim Emily Herkel of Cardinal Aquatics in 4. Aurelia Miguel of Army West Point in 5. Sophia Plaza Swim Mac in 6. Danica Aitzen of Sarasota Sharks in 7. And Grace Hunt of Y Sparta Aquatic Swim Club in lane 8. McGill with the lead, the 21-year-old cadet of Army West Point out in a 33.95. Kim Emily Herkel with a 34.09 in second. We've actually got 5 15-year-olds in the water right now in lanes 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. So if you're wondering if the future of swimming looks bright, look no further than this B final in the water right now. McGault looks like she's still got the lead as we approach the halfway mark of this 200 breaststroke B final. She's out in a 1:12.35, 1:12.69 for Kim Emily Herkel, 0.3 of a second back. But the two of them are about a second ahead of Avery Clamfith. Clamfith ahead of Abby King, another 15-year-old to her right, who was out on a 1:13.89. 200 breaststroke, incredibly deceiving. How quickly the legs begin to give less and less power. Final turn. McGault's still in the lead, but it's a 1/100th of a second lead as we're now in the final stretch of this B final. Clamfith still in third, but she's only got 200ths up on Abby King. And they're both being chased by Sophia Plaza, who outsplit the duo with a 39.8 on that third 50. Kim Emily Herkel just found another gear on this final 50 meters. And it looks like she will run with that speed down the stretch to the touch, and she will win the B final with a 2:30.4, 2:32.59 for McGault in second, and Abby King making the pass on the last 50, finishing in third with a 2:33.89. How about some more A finals? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the A final of the women's 200 breaststroke. Swimming in your A final in lane number 1 from Tennessee Aquatics, Alexis Yeager. Lane 2 from Team Charlotte Swimming, Rachel Bernhardt. Lane 3 from Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser. Your top seed in lane 4 from Indiana Swim Club, Lily King. Lane 5 from Canada, Kelsey Hua. Lane 6 from Great Britain, Cara Hanlon. Lane 7 from Tennessee Aquatics, Tess Chepua. And in lane 8 from Canada, Sophie Angus. A final women's 200-meter breaststroke. Lily King was out very fast this morning, ended up posting a 2:27.90. Which has her as one of the top 7 women in the world in 2023 out of the prelims. We'll see what she has in store for the finals. Annie Laser, the Olympian in this event in lane 3, also of Indiana Swim Club, 2:29.77. She is the Pro Series record holder at 2:20.77. But it's Lily King yet again out like a lightning bolt. 31.95. 32.66 Hanlon in lane 6. Second at the turn, Kelsey Wog in third. But everybody's looking up at Lily King, one of the most dominant breaststrokers in history. And continuing to demonstrate that dominance, the 26-year-old from Indiana Swim Club, 108.36 out on the front 100. Hanlon still in second, but she's almost 2 seconds behind the lead of King. Wong in third. Annie Lasers moved up into fourth. She was a 37.3 on that second 50, fastest in the field, aside from Lily King's 36.4 on the second 50. Can King hold this speed? Can anyone chase her down on the final 75 meters here of the women's 200 breaststroke A final? Final turn for King. Still very strong, 37.37 there. Right now trending towards something in the 225 or 224 range would put her in contention for fastest in the world in 2023, right next to Tatiana Schoenmaker of South Africa, who is the world record holder. Lausanne Swim Cup in Switzerland just a week ago. She posted a 224.45, fastest time in the world. King still trying to hold on. Here comes the charge from Wong of Canada, but it's going to be too little too late because it's Lily King with a 2:23.33, fastest 200 breaststroke in the world this year, winning the Pro Swim Series. Stop in Fort Lauderdale, 225.49 for Kelsey Wong in second, and the 226.96. Annie Laser finishes in third. All right, it's the men's turn for the 200 breaststroke. This is our B final.
Take your marks.
200 breaststroke B final for the men this time. Bruce Bannister of Army West Point in 1. His teammate Cohen Rankin in lane 2. Julio Jorrego of South Florida Aquatic Club in 3. Ben Delmar of Swim Mac in 4. Miguel Chavez Gonzalez of Mexico in 5. Kyle Booth of Wales in 6. Marius Dubat of the University of Florida in 7. And Liam Heary of the Sarasota Sharks rounding us out in lane number 8. It's lane 2, the leader, Cohen Rankin with a 30.92. His Army teammate Bruce Bannister in third with a 31.13. You got to look clear across the pool at Liam Heary to find second place. But for those of you in the stands and those of you joining us online at usaswimming.org, you can see this field very bunched up still as we approach the halfway point of this 200 breaststroke B final. A 1:05.62 for Ben Delmar, jumping from fourth to third on the second 50, taking the lead. Second place is Rankin, third is Bannister. Army teammates trying to chase down Ben Delmar, the 17-year-old from North Carolina out of Swim Mac. Will Lacone, who we'll see in the next heat, fastest man in the world so far in 2023. That's a 2:11.28. We'll see if anyone has something to say about that. 140.49. The split for Delmar. That lead is going to get tested. 9/10 of a second behind him was Miguel Chavez Gonzalez of Mexico. And he's trying to chase him down here in the final 15 meters of the 200-meter breaststroke. Gonzalez and Delmar Every single stroke, Gonzalez is picking up a little bit of ground. Will it be enough? No, 2:16.06 for Ben Delmar. Your heat win. Dropping almost a full second off of his prelims time to win the B final. 2:16.54. Miguel Chavez Gonzalez with the second place swim. And Julio Corrego of South Florida Aquatic Club finishes in third with a 2:17.19. All right, Fort Lauderdale, give it up, make some noise for the A final of the men's 200 meters breaststroke. Introducing your A final in lane number 1 from Canada, Braden Tyvasalo. Lane 2 from Metro Atlanta Aquatic Club, Nick Fink. Lane 3 from Club Wolverine, Tommy Coe. Lane 4 from Pinnacle Racing, Anton McKee. Lane 5 from Longhorn Aquatics, Will Lacone. Lane 6 from Sun Devil Swimming, Chase Kalish. Lane 7 from Great Britain, Gregory Butler. And in lane 8 from Indiana Swim Club, Maximilian Pilker. This is the A final, men's 200-meter breaststroke.
Take your marks.
What a day of great swimmers we've got. We got Nick Fink, the winner of the 100 breaststroke. Will Lacone, fastest man in the world this year. Anton McKee, one of the fastest Icelandic swimmers of all time. The Icelandic national record holder, Chase Kalish, gold medal in the 400. You could go on and on with the talent that's in this field. McKee is going to do the swimming. 29.67. He's got the lead by quarter second over Nick Fink, who's in lane 2. 3 men under 30 point on that first 50. As Will Lacone was in third, 29.97. Lacone swam all by himself this morning because he was entered with a yards time. We'll see if the competition around him can help him go even faster. He was a 2:14.33, but his fastest time in the world, 2:11.28, that he swam only a week ago. Talk about some jet lag. That was in Switzerland. So the man flew clear across the Atlantic Ocean to join us here today. Fink's now in third, Lacone's in second. Lacone only a half a second behind McKee, but McKee's out at a 1:02.78. Lacone looks like he's gaining ground ever so slightly as we approach the final turn of the men's 200 breaststroke A final. Here we go, down the final stretch, half a second the gap between McKee and Lacone. Fink still in third. And he's got some speed for sure. Is it going to be enough speed to overcome a 1.5 second deficit? We will see. 25 meters remaining. McKee looks like he continues to be in control. Can Lacone challenge him down the final 15 meters? It's going to be a tight finish here. Lacone is charging. Is he passing? Under the flags, into the wall. Will Lacone is your winner. 2:10.77, fastest man in the world still in 2023. Makia 2:10.86, second fastest man in the world this year. And then a 2:12.26 for Chase Kalish. Jumping from that final 50 with a 33.88 closing 50. Rounding out our top three in the men's 200 meters breaststroke. We are not going to waste any time because we're having too much fun. The next event is the women's 100-meter butterfly. This is the B final.
Take your mark.
B final in the water. Portugal's Ana Catarina Monteiro in 1. Aspen Gertzber of St. Andrews Aquatics in 2. Mariana Pacheco Cunha of Portugal in 3. Maria Jose Motacoco of Mexico in 4. Athena Meneses Kovacs of Team Charlotte in 5. Laura Sofia Arroyo Cuadra of Mexico in 6. Valentina Becerra Quintanilla of Southern Methodist University in 7. And Addison Sawicki of the Sarasota Sharks in lane 8. Good luck saying any of those names 3 times fast. 27.73 for Meneses Kovacs in the lead. She's in lane 5. Aspen Gertzber's in lane 2. She's in second, but 8/10 behind the lead of Kovacs. That lead shrinking, but it may be too little too late for anybody to catch Athena down into the touch. And it's a 59.58 sub-1 minute performance. More than a second drop from her prelim swim to win the B final for the 18-year-old of Team Charlotte Swimming. 1:00.19 for Maria Jose Motacoco of Mexico in second, and a 1:00.82 for Mariana Cunha of Portugal, finishing in third. All right, it's time. Please welcome the A final of the women's 100-meter butterfly. Swimming in your A final in lane number 1 from the Columbus Aquatic Club, Leah Gingrich. Lane 2 out of Canada, Cameron Cannings. Lane 3 from Canada, Ella Jensen. Lane 4's already got 1 win tonight. Can she make it 2 from Sun Devil Swimming? Reagan Smith. Lane 5, another Canadian, Catrice Safar. Lane 6 from Gator Swim Club, Natalie Hines. Lane 7 from Wales, Harriet Jones. And in lane 8 from Lifetime, North Carolina, Kylie Wilhelm. This is the A final, women's 100-meter butterfly.
your mark.
Regan Smith posted the second fastest swim in the world so far when she absolutely flew on the butterfly to a 57.54. Sun Devil swimming 21-year-olds had a meet. You saw her earlier. Sent that Pro Series record in the 200 backstroke. Rather, the 100 backstroke, excuse me. Does she have more in store? 27.00 out quick is Regan Smith. 57.25, the top time in the world, owned by Louise Hansen, set at the Luxembourg European meet back in January in Luxembourg. Second place was Natalie Hines. She was only 0.2 of a second back at the 50, but look what Regan Smith has done to the back half of this 100 butterfly. Regan Smith swimming incredibly, and she's going to go a 56.60. Fastest woman in the world this year. Beating her prelims time by almost a full second to win RA final. 58.63 for Ketchit Savard of Canada, and second Ella Jensen in third with a 58.93. But yet again, the fastest woman in the world in 2023 from Sun Devil Swimming. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, Regan Smith. Right into the next race we go. This is the men's 100 meters butterfly. B final.
Take your marks.
Luis Altamira of Brazil in 1. Diego Balbi of St. Andrews Aquatics in 2. Nicholas Albiero of Cardinal Aquatics in 3. Ryan Murphy of California Aquatics in lane 4. Difficult double for him. Mariskish of Indiana Swim Club in 5. Kaiki Mota of Brazil in 6. Louis Fraser of Wales in 7. And CSUV's Vilisivic in lane 8. 24.38. Louis Fraser of Wales out to the lead. Mars Kush with a 24.76 in second. Sivek in lane 8, 24.99. Kush charging in lane 5. Here comes lane 3. Nicholas Albiero, the 200 butterfly NCAA champion. Ryan Murphy in the mix. It's going to be a close finish yet again. It's Marius Kush with a 52.86, 0.03 of a second. Ahead of Kaiku Mota. 52.94 for Nicholas Albiero. And our top 3 separated by only 0.08 of a second. Only a quarter second separating the top 5 finishers in the men's B final. What a great race. Here we go. It's the A final for the men's 100 meters butterfly. Introducing your A final in lane number 1 from Portugal, Diogo Matos Ribeiro. Lane 2 from Mission Viejo, Trenton Julian. Lane 3 from MA Swim Academy, Michael Andrew. Lane for your top seed from Longhorn Aquatics, Shane Casas. Lane 5, Cardinal Aquatics, Zach Harding. Lane 6 from the Sandpipers of Nevada, Ilya Carew. Lane 7 from Great Britain, Jamie Ingram. And in lane 8 from Eagle Aquatics, Kai Winkler. This is the A final for the men's 100-meter butterfly.
Take your marks.
What a stacked A final we got here. Kai Winkler this morning went a 53.10. He's in lane 8. I mentioned that because that moved him ahead of none other than Caleb Dressel for the 8th fastest 15 and 16-year-old in American history. But right out the gate, Shane Casas is flying. 23.54 for the Longhorn 23-year-old. He was a 51.05. That was already the fastest in the world this year by a full second this morning. Does he have more in store for us this evening? Could he even break the Pro Series record owned by Caleb Dressel at 50.92? Casas, final stroke into the wall. It's a 50.8, and it is indeed a new Pro Swim Series record for Shane Casas. We're just taking records down all over the place. Ilya Cameron with a 51.54 in second. Michael Andrews 51.80 is third. Trenton Julian in fourth at 52.15. I mentioned him because the top 4 swims here are the top 4 men in the world this year. But they're all led by the new Pro Swim Series record holder with a 50.8. Once again, Shane Casas. Ooh, what could top that? Well, we're going to find out. Time for the women's 200 individual medley. This is your B final. B final in the water, Scarlett Major of Wales in 1, Julia Podgachelny of Pinecrest Swimming in 2, a duo of Sarasota Sharks of Gracie Wyatt and Michaela Mattis in 3 and 4, Avery Clamfith of Swim Mac in 5, Chloe Isleta of Sun Devil Swimming in 6, Kristen Romano out of Puerto Rico in 7, and Florencia Perotti of Argentina in lane 8. Butterfly leader was Kristen Romano in lane 7. It looks like Chloe Isleta has made the pass with a 34.9 on the backstroke leg. Coming up on the final turn here in the B final, women's 200 individual medley. Romano still a lead, or back in the lead rather. Jumping from fourth to first, 40.1, a 39.9 for Clamfith of Mac in lane 5. Wyatt of the Sarasota Sharks in second. Only 0.6 of a second separating those three ladies at the final turn. What will separate them at the finish? At the touch there, it's a 2:17.24. Gracie Wyatt wins. Just consistently picking off one more after another. What a great swim from her. 2:18.05. Kristen Romano in second. Scarlett Major, a 2:18.49 finishes in third. All right, Fort Lauderdale, make some noise for the A final of the women's 200-meter individual medley. Here's the A finalists. In lane number 1 from Tennessee Aquatics, Tess Chapua. Lane 2 from Canada, Kelsey Wong. Lane 3 from the Sandpipers of Nevada, Katie Grimes. In lane 4, your junior world record holder from the Sarasota Sharks, Summer McIntosh. Lane 5 from Canada, Maria Sophie Harvey. Lane 6 from the University of Florida, Isabel Ivy. Lane 7 from Canada, Bailey Anderson. And in lane 8 from Aggie Swim Club, McKenna DePepper. A final women's 200 individual medley. Could it be 3 for 3? Summer McIntosh has had a world historic meet. 2 world junior records. Could she make it a third? We've had tier pro records already this evening. And if she's going to break her own junior world record, it's very likely that she also breaks the pro swim record. They're only 0.04 of a second apart. McIntosh wasting no time, taking the lead. 27.14 on the first 50. Isabel Ivy's 28.27 is second. Grimes at 28.82. Grimes and McIntosh met each other at the World Championships in Budapest in the 400 IM, where McIntosh won the gold. Breaking onto the scene, the Canadian and Sarasota Sharks 16-year-old continuing to just obliterate record after record. Is that what we're seeing right now? 32.3 on the second 50. Ivy still in second. Grimes in third. Isabel Ivy 2.5 seconds behind the lead of Summer McIntosh. Look at the gap that Summer McIntosh has opened up in only 150 meters. As she hits the final turn, she touches at a 1:38.10. She's going to need some help to get home if she's going to get that world junior record. Very much within shouting distance if she can have a strong final 50. Summer McIntosh, one of the greatest swimmers in the world right now. 2:12.71 is the top time in the world so far this year. She's going to be well ahead of that. How far ahead can she go? 2:08.70 is the world junior record. What does she have? It is another world junior record. Mary Sophie Harvey in the second with a 2:11.94. That's good for second fastest in the world this year. Katie Grimes, 2:12.66. Good for third fastest in the world this year. But with a new Pro Swim Series and a new World Junior record, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Summer McIntosh. Record after record after record. More fast swimming still to come. This is the men's 200 individual medley. And this is RB final.
Take your marks.
Alex Ayers, swim back in 1. Liam Harry of Sarasota Sharks in 2. William Riley of Wales in 3. Lauren Wigginton of Canada in 4. Baylor Stanton, Gwinnett Aquatics in 5. Carter Lancaster, Bull School Sharks in 6. Joe Poliak of Iowa Flyers in 7. And Sean Grisham of California Aquatics in lane 8. Lancaster's got the lead. The 16-year-old from Bull School Sharks just ahead of Wigginton in lane 4. 26.62 for Wigginton, 26.70 for Baylor Stanton, 25.59 for Lancaster. Lancaster getting caught by Baylor Stanton ever so slightly as we head to the breaststroke leg here. And he's actually passed Baylor Stanton with a 30.6 on that second 50. 30.8 for William Riley of Wales in lane 3 to move up into third place. Stanton was in the lead after backstroke. Lancaster in second, Riley in third, Wigginton in fourth. Carter Lancaster back into the lead. 37.0 on the breaststroke leg. What a great race here. Look at the middle of the pool. Riley, Wigginton, Stanton, Lancaster. Who wants it the most? Looks like Riley might have a slight edge as they go under the flags. And into the touch. It's a 2:03.79. William Riley wins the B final. 28.6 on that final 50. Jumping from fourth to first. Lancaster in second with a 2:04.15. Wigginton a 2:04.25 finishes in third. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the A final in the men's 200-meter individual medley. Introducing your A finalists in lane 1 from Tampa Bay Aquatics, Grant Sanders. Lane 2, Sun Devil Swimming's Chase Kalish. Lane 3 from Ridgefield Aquatic Club, Kieran Smith. Lane 4, your top seed from Canada, Finlay Knox. Lane 5 from the Fast Falcons, Tom Parabonio Avila. Lane 6 from Longhorn Aquatics, your 200 breaststroke champ, Will Lacombe. Lane 7 from Gator Swim Club, Mark Zarenick. And in lane 8 from Sun Devil Swimming, Jay Litherland. This is the A final of the men's 200 individual medley.
Take your marks.
Finlay Knox, a 2:02.42. Was our top seed after the prelims. Had 4 men in the world be sub 2 minutes this year, and Finlay Knox is the fastest man in the world in 2023. It was a 1:59.27 when he won this event in Knoxville. Kieran Smith second in Knoxville, and then Trenton Julian third. Julian electing not to swim it tonight. Finlay Knox in the lead. You've got the gold and silver medalists in the 400 IM from the 2020 Olympic Games. Jay Litherland's in lane 8, Chase Kalish in lane 2. So don't count them out. Even on those outside lanes, always dangerous. Kieran Smith, one of the great freestylers of all time, in lane 3 as well. Pretty tightly bunched field still here. Litherland in the lead, 30.6 on the backstroke leg. Jumping from 5th to 1st. Smith still in 2nd, tied with Finlay Knox, who's back in a 31.5. Kieran Smith a 30.9. Kalish a 30.9. The top 5 in this heat right now only separated by half a second. Breaststroke can change a lot of things in the IM, and it's doing just that for Chase Kalish. Look at the lead he's built, going from 4th to 1st with a 33.2. Faster than everyone in the field, including the 200 breaststroke champ, Will Lacombe's 34.1. Final 25 meters now for Chase Kalish. And he's going to win it running away. Top time is Finlay Knox's 1:59.27 in the world this year. Matsushita Tomoyuki with a 1:59.32, second fastest, but it's going to be Kalish with a 1:58.32 who will be your fastest man in the world this year. Kieran Smith, 2:00.13, will finish in 2nd place. Finlay Knox, 2:01.02, finishing in 3rd. While we're getting ready for the sprint freestyles, I want to recognize a special guest with us tonight. The first swimmer to represent the United States at 5 Olympic Games in 1984, 88, 92, 2000, and 2008. And at age 41 in 2008, she became the oldest swimmer ever to earn a spot on a U.S. Olympic team. She won a medal at every Olympics she attended, 12 medals in total, with 4 of them gold. Ladies and gentlemen, Dara Torres. Moving right along to our next event number 33, the women's 50-meter freestyle. This is the B final. Sutton, Kennedy, Marino, Larson, Hines, Nesty, Duluth, Clark. That is your B final of sprinters in the water right now. And boy, what a stacked A final we must have to see Natalie Hines, Gabby Duluth, Imogen Clark in this B final. It looks like Caroline Larson of Fox Jets may have the slight edge. And she does. 25:56, eclipsing her prelims time by about 600ths to win the B final. The 16-year-old finishing just ahead of Natalie Hines, 25:80 in second, and a 25:82 for Andrea Perino of Argentina, finishing in third. Fort Lauderdale, please welcome the A final in the women's 50-meter freestyle. Swimming in your A final in lane 1, the American record holder from Sun Devil Swimming, Simone Manuel. Lane 2 from Tennessee Aquatics, Erica Brown. Lane 3 from Hong Kong, Siobhan Hahe. Your top seeds in lane 4 from California Aquatics, Abby Whitesall. In lane 5 from Team Rebel Aquatics, Kasia Vosik. In lane 6 from Denmark, Julie Kemp Jensen. Lane 7 from Eagle Aquatics, 16-year-old Erica Peleas. And in lane 8 from Sun Devil Swimming, Olivia Smolika. This is the A final of the women's 50 meters freestyle. Abby Weitzel is the fastest in the world already this morning with a 24:53. Kasia Vosik of Team Rebel swam a 24:65. That's good for second fastest in the world. Do they even have more in store this evening? Looks like Weitzel does have the edge as we hit the final 5 meters. She will win the 50 with a 24:40. Improving even more on her already world best in the 2020 year of 2023. Second place at 24:68. Vosik, Siobhan Hahe with a 24:85 finishes in third. That is good for 5th fastest in the world so far in 2023. Back down to the scoreboard end of the pool we go. More sprinting on deck. This is the men's 50-meter freestyle. B final. That's you, Harlow, Winkler, Matos Ribeiro, Skinner, Dusa, Kipler, and Heidrich. That makes up your B final in the men's 50 freestyle. 0.3 of a second separated all 8 of these gentlemen in the prelims. Not much separates them now, but it's a 22:49 for Kai Winkler. Second place at 22:51 for Diogo Matos Ribeiro. 22:60 from Matheus Dusa, finishing in third. But Kai Winkler with that 22:49 improves his personal best by 1/100th of a second and wins the B final. All right, for Lauderdale for the final time this weekend. Please give it up for the A final in the men's 50-meter freestyle. Introducing your A finalists. In lane number 1 from Wales, Matthew Richards. Lane 2 from New York Athletic Club, Ryan Held. Lane 3 from the University of Florida, Alberto Mestre. Top seed in 4 from MA Swim Academy, Michael Andrew. In lane 5 from Hong Kong, Ian Yintu Ho. Lane 6 from Indiana Swim Club, Dylan Carter. In lane 7 from Portugal, Miguel Duarte Nascimento. And in lane 8 from Brazil, Victor Guimarães Alcara. This is the A final A final of the men's 50 freestyle. Michael Andrew posted the fastest time in the world this year by 1/10 of a second this morning, but he's got a very, very strong field to contend with this evening. Ryan Held, Dylan Carter has already got a few golds around his neck this week. Look out, here comes lane 3, Alberto Mestre as well. Into the wall they go. Anybody's guess? It's Mestre. 22:04 for the Gator. 2/100ths of a second. Winning the A final, 22:06 for Michael Andrew, finishing in second. And a 22:19 for Ryan Held, finishing in third. Don't forget, over by the retail booth, Olympian, NCAA, and SEC great Erica Brown will be there for meeting and greeting and signing autographs. And, just Katie Ledecky will be there to sign some autographs over by the retail booth. Make your way over. Should be there in the next few minutes. We will continue our swimming as we revisit the top of our list for the women's 100-meter backstroke, which will kick off in just a moment. it's time for our C finals. This is event number 25, women's 100-meter backstroke. C final.
Take your marks.
Rebecca McGrath of Canada in 1, Kennedy Nelson of Eastern Express in 2, Lily Nesty of Gator Swim Club in 3, Chloe Isleta of Sun Devil in swimming in 4, Elizabeth Erlensutter of Bowls School Sharks in 6, Mackie Hodges of the Sandpipers in 7, and Alexa Sotomayor of St. Andrews Aquatics in lane 8. See final win 103.07 from Mackie Hodges. In lane 7 of the Sandpipers of Nevada, 103.07. Up next, men's 100-meter backstroke. This is the C final.
Take your marks.
Joe Small of Wales in 1, Yuzil Morales of Puerto Rico in 2, Baylor Stanton, Gwinnett Aquatics in 3, Louis Corville-14 of Canada in 4, Zach Speakman of Wales in 5, Alex Edwards of Army West Point in 6, Landon Kaiser of Old School Sharks in 7, and Eli Rowland of Rocket Swimming in lane 8. Louis 14 with a 56.67. He's going to win the C final. 57.44. Alex Edwards in second, and Yuzil Morales, the Puerto Rican, with a 57.65, finishes in third. Next event is event number 27, women's 200-meter breaststroke. C final.
Take your marks.
Lucy Warnick of Sandpipers of Nevada in 1. Gwen Chavez of Gator Swim Club in 2. Callista Bartlett of Team Rebel in 3. Mariana Ortega Gil of Mexico in 4. Grace Rainey of Swim Mac in 5. Gracie Lanning of Bowles School Sharks in 6. Heidi Bruining out of North Carolina in 7. Olivia Deinhardt of South Florida Aquatic Club in lane 8. .112.56. Grace Rainey leads at the 100-meter mark, just ahead of literally everybody. 3 seconds is the gap. It looked like 0.3 for a moment, but it's 3.3. Olivia Deinhardt in second, and Mariana Ortega Gil of Mexico in third. Grace Rainey found a completely different approach this evening and is running away with this C final. An impressive 200 breaststroke C final win for Rainey. 2:34.77, almost 6 seconds faster than her prelim swim. 2:40.00 for Olivia Deinhardt, also dropping some time, 3 seconds off of her prelim swim. 2:40.12 for Mariana Ortega Gil, who also improved by 0.3 of a second. The next event is event number 28, the men's 200-meter breaststroke. This is the C final.
Take your marks.
Nathan Thomas out of Canada in lane 1. Julian Martin of Hurricane Aquatics in 2. Jay Litherland of Sun Devil Swimming pulling off a difficult double here. 200 IM into the 200 breaststroke just a few minutes later. The Sun Devil in 3. Grant Sanders of Tampa Bay Aquatics in 4. Neil Simpson of Canada in 5. Dalton Lillibridge, Florida Atlantic in 6. Cohen Sheehan of Bowles School Sharks in 7. And Diego Andres Resto of Puerto Rico in lane 8. Simpson's got the lead, 30.9 at the 50-meter mark. 150 meters to go. to 19.06. Neil Simpson with the C final win. 2:20.27. Dalton Lillibridge touches in second place. And then Consolation with a 2:20.85. Just out touching Julian Martin by 300ths to finish in third and fourth. All right, up next is event number 29, women's 100-meter butterfly. This is the C final.
Take your marks.
Ashlyn Massey of Canada in 1. Molly Donlan of Swimmack in 2. Katie Grimes of Sandpipers of Nevada in 3. Audrey Derivo of the Jersey Wahoos in 4. Maxine Clark of Canada in 5. Gaucho Aquatics Samantha Bonos in 6. Lily Lyon in 7 of the Midtown Weston Aquatics. And in lane 8, Sabrina Lynn of Bowl School Sharks. One 1:00:28 here heat win. Katie Grimes 1:01:30 for Audrey Derivo finishing in second place. 1:01:46 Samantha Bonos and Sabrina Lynn tying for third here in the 100 butterfly C final. Now it's over to the guys for the men's 100-meter butterfly. C final.
Take your marks.
Ricardo Urbino Prieto of Mexico in 1. Iago Musana of the Metro Atlanta Aquatic Club in 2. Jorge Iga, Pinnacle Racing in 3. A duo of Wales teammates, Matthew Richards and Tom Carswell in 4 and 5. Oscanio Fernandez Pinto Urbana in lane 6 for Mexico. Texas A&M's Hector Ruvalcaba Cruz in 7. And Miami Country Day Aquatics Dylan Smiley is in lane 8. $53.73. Jorge Iga wins the C final and wins it by a quarter second. Tom Carswell of Wales in second. And then Pinto Urbana with a 54.07 finishes in third, 100th of a second ahead of Dylan Smiley in fourth. Up next, the women's 200-meter individual medley. C final. Samantha Banos, Gaucho Aquatics in 1. Portia Del Rio Brown of Puerto Rico in 2. Hayden Penny of Weisport Aquatics Swim Club in 3. Kim Emily Harkle of Cardinal Aquatics in 4. Kennedy Dawson of Eastern Express in 5. Nicole Frank in lane 6. Mackie Hodges of the Sandpipers of Nevada in 7. And Sophia Plaza of Swim Mac is in lane 8. (2:18.14). Nicole Frank wins the C final. 2:19.35. Kim Emily Harkle finishes in second. And a 2:19.89. Kennedy Dobson finishing in third. Our next event number 32, men's 200-meter individual medley. C final.
Take your marks.
Nathan Holtze, Ohio State in 1. Salvatore Lanzafame, of Alzura, Florida in 2. Aitor Aresa Igor of St. Andrews in 3. Brett Penfold, Swim Houston in 4. Kyle Valdez out of Arizona in 5. Amadeus Knops in 6. Out of Sarasota Sharks. Hossein Fedek of Canada in 7. And Victor Durrani of Bull School Sharks in lane 8. 2:07.93. Salvatore Lanzafe with the C final win. 2:08.07. Amadeus Namp with the second place swim, and then Kyle Valdez 2:08.26 rounds us out nicely in third. One more time, we're going to head down to the scoreboard into the pool for our final two events of this weekend. Next up, event 33, the women's 50-meter freestyle. This is your C final. Myers, Lampin, Stankonescu, Pizzuto, Gersper, Sawicki, Daly, Owen, and Sims make up your C final of sprint freestylists here on the women's side. Last women's race of the TYR Pro Series. It'll be in lane 8. Bella Sims showing her sprinting chops with a 26.12, winning the C final. 26.13, Aspen Gersper in lane 4 by 1/100th in second. And then Elin Daly with a 26.25 finishes in third. That sets us up for the final race of the 2023 TYR Pro Swim Series Fort Lauderdale. This is the men's 50 freestyle. C final. Last race of the week. Bauman, Kravchenko, Carswell, Huey, Santiso, Iga, Fraser, and White make up our final field. And they are already to the final 15 meters. The heat win is going to go in lane 4. It's a 22.86 for Bryson Huey of Team Rebel, winning the last race of the night. And in style. Well, a huge thank you to everybody that joined us online and in the stands, making this a very successful TYR Pro Swim Series here in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you, swimmers, coaches, parents. Thank you very much to our volunteer officials who traveled from all over the world to help make this race fun, fair, and happen at all. USA Swimming wants to thank everybody for your attendance here at the 2023 TYR Pro Swim Series Fort Lauderdale. Our next stop will be in Westmont in Chicago in just a few weeks. Thanks so much for being here with us. Drive safe. We'll see you soon.